Roger, we are green light for extraction. Ammo weapons resupply inbound. Lies on HVT, going loud.
Hey guys, Thor here. Today on AirSplat On Demand, we're covering the Spyder MRX MilSim paintball gun. Be sure you stand by after the video to see how you could win this paintball gun for free.
Welcome back to AirSplat On Demand. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Thor.
And today we're going to change it up a little bit. We are going to be reviewing the Kingman Spyder MRX Paintball gun, which you can find on our website for $169.99.
The MRX comes with a DLS system, which is a dual loading system. You can load from the magazine through the magazine well, and also you can load through a hopper on the top because the magazine only holds 10 rounds.
So aside from that, it does have the very air-efficient Eko Valve System. You can shoot up to about 1,600 shots with just one 20-ounce CO2 tank. It also comes with the adjustable car stock, and as Thor mentioned, the 10-round magazine, but obviously toss a little hopper on top so you don't get kicked out there on the field. It also has the MilSim style semi-auto paintball marker too.
Yeah. Yep, paintball markers in the past few years have been gradually moving more and more towards realism as far as how military rifles look. Paintball's been around for a while. It started in the 70s before it was a game. Slowly progressed in the later 70s to an actual game. They started doing what's called woodball, which is basically MilSim. You go into the woods, you have two armies and you fight against each other. You play capture the flag, different games like that. Then it slowly progressed into actual scenario shooting, to where they would actually take battles from history and reenact them. Not exact, but at least have the opposing sides from those battles, and they would actually have themes or whole scenarios like that. When I started getting into paintball, it was in a scenario, and then slowly it started gradually changing over into what a lot of people know today, which is speedball. And speedball personally is what made me get out of paintball, because I like scenario shooting, I like MilSim. But a lot of people enjoy it. It's a very fast-paced sport. But because of Airsoft, they know that there's competition out there for paintball players that want the more realistic looking and going back to the MilSim version of the game. So they've been coming out with more and more realistic. It looks a lot better than some of the paintball guns I've played with. I like the magazine feed. It's only 10 rounds, but it's still pretty cool. So this is the new face of paintball that's been happening over the last probably about 5 to 6 years. It's slowly becoming more and more MilSim again to get those people from Airsoft back into paintball, and also, you know, people in paintball can transition easily to Airsoft guns because of the similarities between the two rifles and handguns and whatnot now.
Yeah, I would definitely say this looks a lot different from the gun I used when I first paintballed.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so to go over a few more of the features, it does have the Picatinny rail mounting system, as well as side cocking aluminum bolt.
Has a real nice short pulls trigger system on it, very smooth action on it. The hose is steel braided, so it's strong and it will hold that air pressure from your tank. And speaking of the tank, it operates on CO2 or compressed air, either or.
Aside from that, it also has a high impact polymer trigger frame, so it'll keep stuff from popping off, and it also has an external velocity adjuster.
Be right here, below the buttstock of the weapon. You adjust your spring tension. All right, well, let's get into the overall appearance. I enjoyed it. I like the way it looks. I like that it follows more closely real M4. I enjoy the adjustable buttstock. I like that it doesn't look like the paintball guns that we grew up playing with.
Exactly.
It has a lot more stuff you can do to it. If you do decide to use a 10-round magazine, you can take the carry handle off, add somewhat of optics, although in shooting, probably not going to be as accurate to follow optics, but you can still add them for looks. So overall appearance, I enjoyed it. I liked the way it felt, and it was comfortable.
Definitely a big step up from the traditional paintball guns.
Oh yeah. Functionality?
I'd say it's extremely functional. This, you know, there's multiple options you can do with it. You can, you know, remove the carry handle if you want to use the magazine. You know, the buttstock being adjustable. It's nothing like what I use. It's great. It's fantastic. And
for adding on to the frame for what they did, and not just having your trigger handle and your barrel, it didn't add a lot of weight. It's got more weight to it, obviously, because it does have more body, but because it's a polymer body, it's still lightweight. Everything still functions really well. For people who shoot real steel or airsoft, the mag release is further forward than your traditional mag release on real guns. A little bit of a getting used to, but other than that, it functioned great. It shot great. I had a lot of fun trying it out today. So functionality definitely good.
And I think for the value as well, I mean, $169 seems fairly reasonable for me.
It would be a good starter.
Yeah, for sure. It's, you know,
someone just getting into paintball that wants to get into MilSim, or somebody who's into speedball and doesn't necessarily want to invest greatly into MilSim because maybe they might not like it. Definitely a good way to get into it and still retain some money in your pocket for some other stuff. Value's good on this one.
Definitely. Yeah, overall I think everything's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Overall opinion, it's a lot better than what we grew up with. That's for sure. And I enjoyed it. If I was to get back into paintball, this is along the lines of something I would definitely get, because this is something I'm used to. It's something I'm comfortable with, and it looks cool. I like the way it looks a lot. For
sure. If it weren't for the paint getting stuck in my hair, I'd be out there. But
same with me. Be sure to check out airsplat.com for more paintball items and more guns to look at.
And go to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to find out more news and info. Thanks for tuning in to AirSplat On Demand. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Thor.
We'll see you next time. It does have the DLS, the dual loading system as...
But because of airsoft, Alright guys, now that you've watched the video and the review on the Spyder MRX MilSim paintball gun, be sure to go to Facebook, like Spyder Paintball's page, like AirSplat's page, and share the post that involves this paintball gun, and you could win the Spyder MRX MilSim paintball gun for free.